The very last lesson.
On this episode of Quebecian geese, true or not true?
True. All right. Samantha, will you read this for us?
Yes. William, do you want to help me?
Thank you.
In a pot pie?
Shh.
In the previous test, Madison's round garden, Madison found a new way to measure angles. Apparently, Madison was not the first person to thought this idea of measuring an angle in terms of arc length, but once she was aware of it, she decided to examine it further. Here are some of Madison's questions. See if you can answer them. Number 1. Since a 40-degree angle measures 0.698 radians to the nearest thousand, a 50-degree angle measures 0.873 radians, and a 60-degree angle measures 1.047 radians, what angle measured in degrees measures 1 radian?
I have an idea. So you'd find what's common between all those radians, because you're going up by tens, right? So you would, I think you would subtract them from each other, and then just do that all the way down from 40 to 30 to 20 to 10, which is 1, and then...
But it's asking about
Actually, no.
this side. It wants to know that this side is 1. So is there a way that we could figure out like the ratio between them and come up with like a formula to convert from one to the other, or how to go from one to the other? So like what happens if I were to divide 0.698 by 40? What do I get?
698 over
0.01745.
Yep.
Okay. How about so if I multiply 40 by 0.0175,
Calculator.
Please pull it out of your pocket.
then that should give me 0.698, right? 0.0175. So 0.0175 is our deciding factor. So if I multiply by 0.0175,
It's 0.0175 exactly.
wow, that's cool. Then I get these radians. But if I divide, then I'll get angles. So if I have 1 radian, what do I need to do to it? Should I multiply by 0.0175 or divide by 0.0175 to get what the degree measure is?
So you'd want to divide by 0.01.
Yeah, let's try dividing by 0.0175.
Wait, 0.0175. I forgot zeros exist for a sec. It says it's 57 degrees.
57.14285714. You gotta be
0.14 degrees. Okay, so 57.14 degrees is approximately the one that would equal 1 radian. Now that seems terrible, doesn't it? That's atrocious. Huh.
That doing be bad.
Okay, but now, how about a circle? Since it measures 360 degrees. We saw up here that to go from radians, or from degrees to radians, we could multiply by 0.0175.
6.3.
Let's be more exact.
6.3003.
360 times 0.0175 is?
Oh, well, if you divide 57.14 by 3, the other way around, you get the amount of radians. Because it's asking for radians, not by...
Right, so I'm thinking 360 times 0.0175 is what I'm thinking.
6.3.
It's exactly
It's
6.3?
exactly 6.3.
All right. That's not the number I was hoping for. But it's close to the number I was hoping for. You'll see soon enough. You will have your chance, Guido. You will have your chance. Anyone know what movie that's from?
Nah. Let me guess, The Godfather.
No. What? No.
What?
It's Ratatouille, ain't it?
What? No, you guys.
Say it again.
Did you say Harambe 2? What?
Wait,
No.
Say it again. Oh, wait,
Harambe resurrected.
Okay, let me do it one more time for you. You will have your chance, Guido. You will have your chance.
Jesus.
Ratatouille. No. Wait, no, I know the movie.
All right, well.
Wait, like what?
It's
Like,
most
is it
certainly
like
not.
Animated movie
is
series.
it a
Yeah.
movie or is it like an stoned me.
I can't believe you guys right now.
No, you
No, it's
got
right
I'm
here.
so bummed
Give us
out by
a
all
hint.
of you. I can't.
I've heard that
So
clip. It's
what
gonna
is
make me
it?
jump. Oh no.
Is it that
National
movie?
Lampoon?
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
The
I'm
mask.
throwing movies out there.
The Mask of Zorro?
Yeah.
No.
I haven't seen Mask of Zorro.
All right, if you know what movie I was just quoting, say it in the comments
What
below.
is it? No, you gotta give it
Jacob,
to us.
Jacob,
I'm dying.
No, Jacob doesn't have half of the strings.
Okay.
We haven't
You
seen
did
movies
not-
like that. What is it?
Don't forget to like and follow. I mean, subscribe.
Comment the-
Just smash that like button. Hit subscribe.
It was.
and Jacob, comment what movie it's from.
He won't know. I'm telling you that right now.
Is it
don't
a
like
He's
it.
musical?
not.
All right, the formula Madison has been using to calculate. I'm going to. Look, they got to come by it honestly on the YouTube. You'll have to be checking back the comments.
Mr. Mama saying no one's gonna comment on the video.
Oh, this is how people get followers. Clickbait, clickbait. All right.
We got pizza.
Oh, is that today? I'm eating some of that pizza for sure.
It's popcorn chicken.
That's-
Submit.
Facts. Okay. So the formula Madison has been using to convert is n degrees over 360 degrees times 2 pi r is equal to x radians. That's kind of how she's been converting
You know, if the
Converting.
internet was right, I would have never guessed it.
back and forth. Don't say it. You're going to have to comment it on the YouTube. Is there a simpler formula for converting, do you think?
Probably.
Is there a way that we could simplify this? Let me ask
Really,
that.
just get rid
Cancel
of
out the
R.
R.
You know, I see
Get
R's
rid of
making
the-
Boo-boo.
That was.
What about this 2 and 360? How about that?
You can do the little dividey thing.
Oh, what is 2 divided by 2?
That's one.
What is 360 divided by 2?
That's
180.
180. Facts. So the simpler version is n degrees over 180 times pi equals x radians.
N over 180 times.
No, that's what I did on my homework.
Yes. Atta girl. How about the other way? What formula could we use to convert radian measures back to degrees?
Radians over pi times 180.
So n degrees would equal x radians, 180 x radians. Over pi. Basically, the way to do this is in a real simple way to say it is I like to just go like this. So, well, I'll show you once you guys get it all written down. You got it written down? Everybody got it written down? Write it down. Write it down.
Num num num.
What?
Nom, nom,
Okay.
nom, right?
Wait.
I'm hungry. If you can't tell.
Oh,
Bro,
that was really good.
All right.
Oh, wait, I gotta show you this. Look how good this looks without looking. This one.
That's pretty
Wait,
facts.
so
That's sick.
I did it without looking. And I was right.
Okay.
What did you do?
Here's the
I was
conversion
writing it
factor.
without looking.
Oh.
Right here. Pi radians, just like 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. Just like 12 inches equals 1 foot. Just like 3 feet equal 1 yard. Oh, I could keep going for days.
Please do, so we don't know how to do the
2
math.
feet equals
Okay.
a hundredth of a-
Just like all of these things, they are equivalent statements where there's an equal sign. So also, pi radians are equal to 180 degrees. So if you are thinking about half of a circle, like we discovered in our homework, half of a circle has a radian measure of pi. What do you say?
What was that?
Excuse
Good
you.
job.
Excuse me. Anytime you burp, you gotta say excuse me as loud as you burp.
Actually, no, you can say
There-
pardon me.
No, excuse.
Pardon me.
Tayson,
That took you so long.
say it.
Excuse you. Me.
Thank you. Very good. You shall all be young men and women with manners. It will be marvelous.
With
Okay.
manners. That
So, pi radians equals 180 degrees. Now,
They gave us a Wikipedia statement?
They gave us what?
Madison, go ahead and read that, Tayson.
Madison is so excited about radian measurements, he decides to learn more about it by going online at http://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/radian. She finds this statement. An arc of a circle with the same length as the radius of the circle that corresponds to an angle of 1 radian. A full circle corresponds to an angle of 2 pi radians.
Copyright
just
strike
became
if they did it.
smooth.
Side of
Yeah. So why is the first statement true? An arc of a circle with the same length as the radius corresponds to 1 radian.
Because Wikipedia said it. It has to be true.
That should also
This is
be...
not a reliable source. We actually
Should it be 1 radian? Let me ask you that. Should it be 1 radian?
Also, 0.0175.
An arc with the same length as the radius. So let's look back here.
Isn't that what
Arc lengths, we found these. Nope, back further. We found this arc length, right? It has the same length as the radius. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Okay, never mind, I take it back. Why would that have an angle of 1 radian then?
Isn't that how radians are defined? It's the ratio between arc length and radius?
It's the definition of the radius, radian.
Because it is, because that's what the word was decided to be when it was worded.
At its inception.
Yo, that's crazy.
Concept.
Imagine being the dude who
Conception?
invented the word
Not
radius.
inception. Inception is not
Inception?
the word.
Okay.
It's conception.
Okay, Inception's actually kind of garbage.
But the soundtrack, man.
Yeah, fair enough, but the actual movie is like,
Never seen it.
It's
Me
pretty
neither.
gas.
I've always wanted to though.
What movie? I believe
Inception.
Case on this. We have similar movie taste.
okay, The Godfather, anyone who says this is a classic hasn't seen
Inception, the establishment or starting point of an institution or activity. At its inception.
Conception's just more commonly used.
I don't know what
True.
movie has a fire contract this one.
Actually,
Movie.
conception might be more
First
conceptual
one.
based.
Yo, that's fire.
So it could be conception. Here, let me see.
Yeah, but when you
I'm
talk
a
about like
YouTuber.
human birth, you talk about like
The
life
Crow
begins
has a
at
really good soundtrack.
conception
What
is like
else?
an actual phrase.
I've seen
But it is, you're right, it is the form or devising of a plan or idea. So concept would
so
be.
we're all just plans and ideas?
Yo.
No. There's a
Your
difference
plan, your ideas,
between
and the
conception
eyes
and
of God.
conception.
I love English.
Me too.
God, an idea.
Okay.
since the
So
beginning.
conception would be a better vocabulary term for that. Thank you, Hadassah. Okay, why is the second sentence in the statement true? That a full circle corresponds to an angle of 2 pi radians.
Is it because the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r?
Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, and we've decided
Let's go.
that a radian is the arc length divided by the radius. So when you divide the arc length divided by the radius, you get 2 pi because boo boo. Boo 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 boo.
You should do voiceovers.
I've thought about it. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be so funny.
It's like random Mr. Ball voice in like the Mario 2 movie.
Where we
Do
go.
Lightning
Scroll up
McQueen.
again.
Oh,
Thanks.
spoiler.
Oh, so you're part of the Lightning McQueen team?
He could do Tell Mater.
Oh, Mater.
Name's Mater. It's like Tub
Or
Mater,
he
except
could
without
do
the
who's like,
tub.
I don't look like no tow truck, and he does.
Okay, let's see. Mia, will you read this paragraph here?
The medi-
Madison.
yeah. Madison finds the idea of writing radian measurements in terms of pi appealing. Since a circle measures 2 pi radians, she reasons that half of a circle is 180 degrees. Would measure pi radians and that a quarter of a turn. A right angle would measure pi half pi 2 radians. Suddenly, Madison realizes that while she has been deep in thought thinking about this new idea, she has been fiddling with her protractor. Now her attention focuses on this tool for measuring angles.
Whoa. Like Madison, you've probably used a protractor to measure angles. A protractor is usually marked to measure angles in degrees. Madison decides she would like to create a protractor to measure angles in radians.
That has
Wow.
to be a standard size.
This is a short lesson.
So what we're going to do is we are going to label our protractor, which is labeled currently in degrees, in terms of radians. Okay? Now, how much was 180 degrees?
That was 2. No.
Yeah. Wait. I'm trusting you, Taysom.
Don't trust him. Go look back at your notes. It's literally on the previous page.
Like,
Give me a sec.
No,
I'm
it's
thinking
pi.
It is pi.
pi radians.
Right.
We just talked about that about 7 times.
Who's focused on food?
Why?
That is an
'Kay.
excellent question.
What did that paragraph that
No.
say about 90?
That would be half pi.
Yeah, and we usually will say it pi over 2. Okay? Now, what does the paragraph directly above say?
Label the following protractor radians using fractions and following pi.
So how about like 40 degrees?
40 degrees would form an angle measuring 2 over 9 pi, or 2 pi over 9.
How did they get that?
Is 40 a ninth of a circle?
Almost. It is actually 1/9 of a circle, which means it's 2/9 of half of a circle. Here's how I'm going to show you the formula, though. 40 pi over 180. When we reduce this, they both have a 10, so I can divide a 10 out from the top and the bottom. So it's 4 pi over 18. What do they still both have in them?
A 2.
A 2. Divide 2 out and you're left with 2 pi over 9. So 0, what would we need to do with 0?
We would do 0 pi over 180.
0 pi over 180. What's 0 times anything?
Well, except for
0. What is 0 divided by anything?
Undefined.
Nope. Anything divided by 0 is undefined. Close. But 0 divided by anything is still just 0. If Jesus had 0 loaves of bread
He would end up with
and he
5,000.
split them up into 5,000, he would still have 0. He needed bread.
We'd have an infinite number of bread.
But he did use the bread, right? Okay, so 10. What should I do with 10?
Oh, so Jesus just
10
said
pi over 180.
Nice. 10 pi over 180. What do they both have in them in the numerator and denominator?
10.
10. So divide them both by 10 and I get pi over 18. How about 20?
20 pi over 180.
20 pi over 180. What do they both have in them? Okay, so they've got
Also,
2 pi over 18. And what else do they still have in them? A 2. So then you divide 2 by 2. What do you get? 1 pi. And 18 by 2? 9. Yeah, see, this is great practice for reducing fractions even. So now it's 30 pi divided by 180. Now, what do they both have in them? A 10. What else do they both have in them?
A 3.
A 3, so we get pi over 6. We already got 40, so how about 50?
That'd be 5. Words are difficult.
50 pi over 180.
What do they both have in them?
50. Wait, no, they don't.
Oh,
But they both got 10.
yeah, so 5 pi over 18. Do they have anything else in them? Correct. How about the next one? Can you do the next one on your own?
Probably. I don't. I don't know if I did that right.
Well, what'd you get?
Pi over 3rd.
Good job, Ball. You can reduce fractions.
And multiply.
You can multiply reduce fractions. Okay, okay.
Keep going all the way to 180.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait, what was the 71?
Right.
7 by 8.
All right. That's it. Go to 180 and we'll be chilling. Then it's time for homework. Remember, if you know what I was quoting, shout it out in the comments.
I will. Okay.